What's up, Aries? Let's see what the next 48 holds for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries placement. I was getting stiff as a board. Some of you guys are uptight and people are just not about it. You could be feeling like you need to be uptight. Maybe there's a situation here where you feel like someone is challenging your authority, is what I'm getting. You could also be dealing with a Pisces and a Leo. You guys have the Nine of Wands to start for the next 48. The Five of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Page of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles. To the Page of Wands. To the Tower. So what I was getting with that, with this Page of Swords, because obviously it's a businessman, and then you have the King of Pentacles, another businessman. It feels like you guys are genuinely, okay, if you are the Aries right now that's trying to get a promotion, that's trying to be taken more seriously at work, it feels like your demeanor is changing. Feels like the reason people think that you're uptight or that you're stiff as a board is because you're trying to be taken seriously, right? Maybe like people are used to you making them laugh, being down to earth, all this stuff. Having a good time, but then it's like you're trying to buckle down, you're trying to get serious, and so people are looking at you like, what's wrong with you? So somebody or several people could be taking the fact of your level up, like they could just be mistaking it for something that it isn't, okay? With the King of Pentacles, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or have that placement. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, I feel like that's you, to the Tower. Some of you guys are older and are in a relationship with someone that's younger. They could be substantially younger than you, okay? And it brings a Tower moment to people. It feels like, for those of you that it resonates where you're dating someone younger, it feels like people have an opinion about it. It's just shocking here. For others of you, you're about to venture out. It feels like a lot of you guys are going to take charge. A lot of you guys are just going to take your money. You're going to go somewhere new, because Page of Wands talks about going into an area, into a field, into an adventure that is unknown. This is unknown territory. You've never been there before. Creates a Tower here, because a lot of you guys could be giving up stability. A lot of you guys could be giving up a good job. You could be giving up just, you know, a really good location where you're at because you're trying to follow a dream, or you're just trying to like do something more with yourself here. And the only reason you're doing it is because you have this Six of Cups, okay? It feels like man or woman, doesn't matter, but it's like you want to be this old man sitting here and not regret the things that have like happened, like that the opportunities you missed out on, right? You don't want to be that person. Instead, you want to be the old man that's just sitting there calmly, but like you lived an amazing life, okay? You do have new love coming in. Yeah, and during Scorpio season, actually, the Death card here. Okay, so I feel like during Scorpio season, you guys are going to meet someone. This person could be younger than you, but it just feels like you've known each other for a lifetime here. A lot of you guys could also be reconciling with an ex here. There's always been love between you and this person. You see how they see eye to eye? Some of you guys regret not pursuing somebody that you knew when you were younger. Maybe you have an opportunity to pursue that now, okay? This is like two high school sweethearts that because you were younger, it didn't work out. And then it's like all these years later, you know, rekindle online or whatever. And now you're able to have the relationship you always wish you had with each other. Okay. But yeah, feels like there is a Tower moment coming in because you guys are ready to just kind of leave the norm and kind of just go to the beat of your own drum. All right, Nine of Wands. In the next 48, some of you guys could be very defensive here when it comes to people. A lot of you guys are focused right now, okay? A lot of you guys are tired of losing. You guys want the win. And it feels like you're drawing a line in the sand here. See how he's drawing that line on the wall? It just feels like you guys are done. You're like dividing assets. You're writing things down, pros and cons. You're seeing your life from one perspective and then another. Because drawing that line, like you could be like, all right, what you currently have, right? And then what you want. So there is like this level of concentration of better here. And I'm really picking up on that. A lot of you guys could be weighing out the pros and cons when it comes to that Page of Wands as well. Because you're like, well, if I'm leaving this is like you're leaving your job, and like I said, all your stability, all that stuff, you're about to go like live your van life, right? You're gonna be vlogging, you're gonna be like living these different adventures. And so some of you guys, like, this is something you want to do, and so your heart is set on doing this. Others of you, not so much. And the only reason you're doing this is because you do feel like drained and depleted. A lot of you guys know you're not living your purpose, and so it feels like in the next 48 you guys are like done. There's something here that triggers you where you're like, you know what, let me figure this out. Okay, maybe it has to do with finances. You're thinking that you're so far away from a dream because you don't have the money, and then you actually sit down, you do the math, you figure things out, and you're like, oh, okay, I can make this happen. And then you start moving forward. So that's what it feels like. It just feels like you guys are ready to move on here. Okay, Five of Swords, I am alone is what it says. You guys are gonna do this alone. A lot of you guys, you could be dealing with petty energy in the next 48. You could be dealing with people that just are childish or immature, whether this is at work or like in your life, in your town. But it just feels like in the next 48, like you're just cutting out these people. You're like, I really don't need the drama. I really don't care. A lot of you guys are ready to like do things alone. A lot of you guys could be in hermit mode, but you can also just be a hermit just naturally. So you may not have a lot of friends, and the only reason is just because of the drama. Some of you guys could be putting yourselves out there to meet new people, whether that's romantically or platonically, and then you're like, oh, I realize now why I am alone. And so you're like, yeah, I'm good. So there's something here that could happen in the next 48 that makes you realize that you're better off alone. Versus like, in numbers. Two of Pentacles, you could be in your head about something. You could be juggling a lot in the next 48 hours. Try to... I know it's like kind of short notice, but if you have not been keeping up with your car's maintenance, I feel like your car could overheat in the next 48 hours. So if you have an opportunity to maybe go change your oil somewhere, get your fluids checked and filled up, you're better to do that. Others of you, you really do have a lot going on, and this is something where it's like, your car could overheat just because you've put it off for so long because you're just busy like doing everything else that something that slipped your mind. Okay, happens to all of us. But yeah, it just feels like you guys are balancing, you're juggling here in the next 48. He looks really annoyed with that look on his face. It feels like if there's any disasters that happen in the next 48, yes, you're going to be annoyed, but then you're going to like know what to do. Okay. So it's just another inconvenience for you. So just be mindful of that. You could have some inconvenient energy people around you in the next 48 hours. Nothing you can't get past. I feel like they do get on your nerves. They do strike a chord here with you. But, again, you're like, all right, well, what can we do? We just got to fix it, right? Page of Swords, you guys could be having some good news about a situation here. If you've been waiting on news about a job, you're going to hear about it. If you've been waiting on news about just anything, you're going to hear about it. Some of you guys could be keeping your eye on someone or something. This is like if you really want a house, you've been keeping an eye on it, making sure that it's not sold yet, making sure that it's not pending. Some of you guys could be reaching out to realtors and trying to see like if you can get a better deal or something along those lines. Maybe this is like you see a car and you've been eyeing it and you finally call the dealership or make an appointment to go see it here. There's something here about a car because you do have this car that he wrecked here. So I don't know. Be careful when you're driving in the next 48. It feels like there's unruly drivers in the next 48 hours. So just be careful. Just keep your eyes on the road. Nothing else is really important. But yeah, I feel like you guys you get good news. Some of you guys, you're gonna be learning about something new here. It feels like you pick up a new skill, a new hobby. There's something here that is new to you, and you're getting more information about it. And so it just helps you to move forward. Yeah, I split the deck. You got the Sun. You guys could be like going for like higher education, or maybe you're going back to school, or maybe you're trying to learn a new skill set so that you can make more money. But whatever this is, it does feel like it's going to bring you fulfillment. It's going to bring you joy. So if you're open to creating more abundance for yourself, some of you guys do need to go back to school. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe that's why you're quitting a job, or maybe that's why you're moving. So whatever this energy is, it feels like you guys already know what to do because you already know what you're doing and you already know where you're going. And so because you have all of that already in your arsenal, it feels like all you got to do is aim and shoot. And I feel like you guys are going to hit the bullseye with that. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hopefully it helps or resonates. I'll catch you in the next one.